Good afternoon, all. This is ITSL, organised by Luis and the now aptly titled, as their new email address says, ITSL Junta. Very good. We all love that. I'm playing Marco, who I've played a few times before, always good to play against. I've picked the USA. This is the Silver Playoffs, and I'm somehow inexplicably the highest seed, so I get to pick. And I always pick the USA because it's got a slightly higher win rate, although I'm not sure that I'm the person to win with it. Anyway, let's give it the old college try. Now, we've got socialist governments, and I'm feeling like we're going to purge them, right? So let's go 4-3-3 and purge them. So. Yeah. Let's do that, shall we? Shall we? Yeah, let's do that. Like a good old purge. So, we've got 5-year plan in NORAD to use. We're going to ditch socialist governments to blockade and space, decol, and we will event Fidel, hopefully in advance of CIA. Because we have purged them, I guess in a way our 3 ops are as good as their 4 ops, so although we don't have a ton of deployable ops, it's better than nothing. NASA's not a shabby shout. Starting with a 4-op, yeah, influence play, very wise. Okay. We will take a coup, because why not? Oh, it's rubbish. Yep, why not? Let's take another coup. Better, 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 better. So next up we're going to go Malaysia. And now they need to put 2 ops into Iraq or 3 into Saudi. And they're going to want to get a war card or a coup off. If they do coup, we'll use Fidel. We want to make sure CIA is not a free toss. If they don't coup... Oh, they're using the China card. They're gunning it. Going straight for South Korea. Okay, so we will take Pakistan to level up and accept the risk of Indo-Pakistani war. Unless we didn't see that one coming. So we'll try and get off to space first. We do. That's nice. So next up we'll be blockading away SOCGov if they don't drop DEFCON. No, they're going for it. And they get there. So we will use Fidel. Ooh, no. We'll take domination as well. While Lebanon's at DEFCON 2. And then we'll blockade. Whoa! We'll blockade away SOCGov and play into Malaysia. Okay, well, it's nice to see De Gaulle go, because that prevents the quick taking of France. And we want to get access to Thailand. We want to avoid Vietnam revolts. We got D-Style, which we can now hold comfortably. So that's good news. We didn't get Vietnam revolts. And we did get Middle East scoring. I think we still want to duck and cover here. And if we lose Vietnam revolts, we'll have to consider our options in Asia. What are they likely to headline? Another reason for duck and cover is they might try and squeeze CIA off. Yeah, I think we just go duck and cover, but hold on. What else have I got? IR. And Korean. Okay, so Vietnam revolts, Arab-Israeli war, slightly less likely. Suez, possibly, but it's not the best time to play Suez. So Vietnam revolts is by far the most likely headline, and we've got ways to respond in Asia. So let's go duck and cover first. Yeah, Vietnam revolts, as expected. So we will race for country count in Asia first, because they'll move into Thailand. I think we probably have to give the China card back here, sadly. NATO. That's a boatload of ops. So we are going to use the China card. So we can get to Burma. Oh man, it's super gross. What's the alternative? The alternative is taking Korea and then taking India, assuming they don't jam Pakistan. And we're holding Korean War. We can hold Korean War and D-Style through. It's either or, isn't it? Taking battlegrounds is probably better. Yeah, let's do that. I'm not sure that's necessarily best, but it's what I'm doing. So we have to hope they don't jam another 4-op. Nuclear test ban or Marshall Plan. If they jam 4 into Israel, we're going behind in the Middle East, which means we then need to take India and another battleground to gain domination in Asia. Whee, that's tough. Let's hope they just move on Laos and not do anything any more exciting. Oh, I need to plug in my charger. Sorry if it's been laggy or anything. Just realised I've not been in the mains.
AK67MBE. AF67. Yeah.
Alright, we're on mains. Life is good.
Yes.
Yeah,
10 days beforehand, they said.
we will see.
No problem?
Marco will basically decide between taking Saudi for domination or pressing in Asia.
Okay, cool. Hello. Yes, fine. No, but that reminds me, I was going to get Nico to WhatsApp Dad. They sent me today 2 more dates for more infusions. I haven't got the scan result, but presumably it's a different department and they're a bit bogged under at the moment, so. Cool. Yeah, fine. Yeah.
Goes for it. Misses it. So we now drop Middle East scoring. And now we can use Cambridge 5 with impunity, although we'll still use Independent Reds first. And we'll be eventing Indo-Pakistani War, of course, to win our own war and get some Milops. Formosa to space.
Yes.
Fails.
Yes.
So we'll move into India, will we? First of all, we're going to overprotect Pakistan. Truman Doctrine goes cheaply.
Oh, right, yes.
But we can clear access to Austria at least.
Yes.
Alright. I think next is Cambridge 5, isn't it?
Was this the one, was it in the Guardian the other day? That's
No, maybe
why
we
I
give
don't-
up Burma.
Yeah, sorry, I was trying to think, this sounds so familiar. Where was it?
Yeah. We give up Burma, but finish
Yes.
taking India, I think.
No, I
Yeah.
think so, yeah.
Not really happy about either, but it will do.
Oh, cool. Uh-huh. Oh, of course, yeah.
We ideally want to overprotect South Korea, but probably aren't going to get away with it. So 2 in Burma, 2 in Malaysia.
Oh, cool. Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay.
Ah.
think we're gonna cold 2/3 captured Nazi. The deck's incredibly blue. Marshall Plan defectors, Special Relationship Containment, East Europe, and CIA versus Comic-Con. Of course, Decal's going to come back, which is a shame, but I think it's probably the right thing to do. Containment finish. Clever. Okay, we're going to give up the Milops and take France. Again, not ideal, but we'll live with it. We can drop Asia scoring because the only Indo-Pakistani war in the headline. Although we could be greedy because they've only got 2 battlegrounds. We can event Marshall Plan for Europe. We got both the 4-op cards, which is nice. They've got CIA, which they can get off in AR1. They got Comic-Con defectors, Special Relationship, East Europe, and CIA. But I think we go Marshall Plan, right? Yeah. Yeah. I think needs must there. Resolve the Europe issue promptly.
Well, this is my long-term aim.
And if they get redealt NATO, I suppose we have that advantage too.
Move to try and turn the green bit in the centre into more of a wild thing.
So yeah, what are the issues? I guess Decol is a wild card because it's back in the deck, so we want to get into Angola fairly promptly.
So someone did suggest having a wild foot out corner, and they said that the council would just mow over it and it wasn't worth it. I know, yes. I'm guessing.
They're not going to headline Comic-Con, so we're gonna see one of the. We're going to see one of the cards we don't know popping in.
Yes, I suspect it was just their notion of gardening is very different, but I suspect.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're already at 7, and we can get flipped in Indonesia. Oh, they got Decol as well. What a disaster.
Yeah.
That does mean, of course, though, they'll have to use CIA.
Yeah.
And it doesn't affect the balance of power in Asia. There is at least that going for it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
So they got Suez back in the reshuffle.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And Olympic Games.
Fantastic. Yes. Sometimes I can bring the. Yeah, of course.
We'll take the hopeful coup on Angola.
Yeah.
That's nice and hopeful.
Yes, of course. Yes.
Okay, drop Asia scoring
Yep, that's fine.
for 1 VP.
Yeah.
Do we overprotect first?
Yeah, sounds lovely. We'll never see too.
Let's move on Saudi.
Yeah,
So we expect to see 3 Comic-Con into Saudi here, right?
No, neither, really. Unless I've forgotten something. Cool, yeah. Okay, cool. Speak soon. Bye.
Central Asia scoring here. We're going to get 1 Milop VP because they have no method to get Milops. So bar Indo-Pakistani war, we're in decent shape in Asia, and obviously we've still got US, Japan and Formosa to back us up. Being -7 VP in Southeast Asia is not great. But if we can get Algeria and South Africa, Panama and Mexico, we're looking all right. We need to remember if they event Suez to refill the UK to make special relationships still less playable. And the upshot of them having Comic-Con both times is obviously without Warsaw Pact having been evented and without Comic-Con, they've got Eastern European unrest, but East Europe is very vulnerable. I suspect they'll have to use Suez for ops points. Yeah. Overprotect and advance. Those are all fine moves. We will respond by space in Korean War. Excellent. I might hold D-Style until we've seen Salt go, so I might space De Gaulle instead. Poor old Roscosmos. We'll take Turkey while giving up Romanian abdication. We'll be looking to space De Gaulle. And then nuclear test ban are like 1 Panama, 2 Mexico, 1 Algeria, I think. Maybe 1 Jordan. I don't know. I talk like I know what I'm talking about, but I don't. Oh man, Southeast Asia is kind of gross, but we'll get there. So it looks like they'll be holding special relationship rather than give up another influence. For nuclear test ban, actually, I might just go 2 Panama, 2 Mexico. Yeah, they use special relationship. Or G France up a little more. Just seeing if we can take Algeria and France. We cannot. We don't want to rush. We don't want to rush to the 2-op headline peaking square. We actually might want to space a 2-op card in mid-war. So if we do that, we can then event De Gaulle and use the ops. Yeah, I'm fine with that. So Olympic Games here, maybe into the Philippines to try and get the Grand Slam, or 2 into Israel. 2 into Israel's plausible. But we know we've got Sadat to come and balance things in the Middle East. Ah, a tap, okay. So that means we have to go 1 West Germany, 1 Jordan to level the Middle East, and we'll go 1 Philippines. Yeah, that's alright. Because they have to coup and we can move on Algeria after their coup, I guess. Yeah. Maybe not the best, but it'll do. And we did alright. Bear Trap, ABM, We Will Bury You, blimey. I mean, yeah, we've got some other not so great cards, but that's pretty nice. Che is currently nothing for them. Bear Trap, Cambridge 5, Nixon, We Will Bury You, 1, 2, 3. What have I missed? Che, Kitchen Debates, Bear Trap, Arab Israeli, ABM. So we want to not use the 4-up cards in case we get missile ended, right? So I think we want to Bear Trap him. Because then we can use We Will Bury You to move into Colombia first. Yeah, sure. Assuming we don't get quagmired, that's not a bad start. Let's do that. So what's bad for us? Hunter's really bad, I think. Because then we also can't use We Will Bury You. Of course, if we use We Will Bury You to walk into Colombia, we then can't use Che for ops. Until we've taken Venezuela, I guess. There's a risk to it anyway, let's put it that way. But hey, maybe he drops DEFCON with Cuban Missile Crisis or something. But we've got 2 in Turkey, so that doesn't affect us too badly. Socialist governments isn't good, but as long as we don't get quagmired, we get first right of repair. Being purged is fun. Fair, though. Oh yeah, he has to fail for us to use Colombia after all. Silly me. Shuttle dip, stride edge. So we are purged. So I think we want to use Che to coup Nigeria. So we can hold We Will Bury You for either quagmire or missile envy. Oh dear. The curse of a 2-op card being used in Nigeria. We'll weather the storm a bit here. Takes Algeria. Fairly straightforward there. Kitchen Debates is still good. And we've obviously got ABM Treaty, which we can coup on Zaire with. So let's bag our 2 VP and the poke in the chest while we can. Space D style. Although we kind of want to wait to see Salt before we do that, but we may not have that luxury. Well, that's not good. Now he's got access to South America, we can Space D style. Now we're headline peaking. That's a start. Excuse the dog. 15, 14. 15, 14. Okay, everything's good. So yeah, we'll space wheelbarrow you AR7 if we get there. Let's see where these are going. So yeah, so the alternative is a juicy coup on Argentina. But it's a 3-op coup, isn't it? I think we... Let's see what the odds are first. $50-50 to get influence and a 1 in 3 of control versus a 100% chance of removing influence and of asserting control. It's about waiving control versus gaining control, isn't it? Okay, before we do anything, let's steal the China card. And we'll wait and see what he does. We can afford to play a little bit of a tempo game here. And that currently makes Yasuri unplayable for him. That now means Italy can't be brush ward. Okay, so we're prepared to eat the Middle East here. So now we coup on Zaire. Ha! Thank goodness we didn't coup Argentina. Spacing us not. Fine by me. It'll come back later, I hope. Roscosmos still stuck on the launch pad. Okay. We'll take Zaire. And we'll see what their AR7 is. Yeah, cool. So we're going to space We Will Bury You. Didn't get Quagmire, bonus. Missed where the other bits went. Overprotect Indonesia. And 2 in France. 2 in France? 1 in France, just to break. Okay, so we use Arab-Israeli war to retake France. Oh man, that gives up Milops. I think we need to, for safety's sake. We can live with that. Better than getting Quagmired while purged. We got Salt, which is great. I think we go Grain Cells. If we're lucky enough to get Missile Envid, that would end the game for him. Got Formosa. Flower Power. We need to make sure if we use Flower Power, we do it before any war cards. We don't have any. Got Salt in case there's something really snazzy we can do. We've got 1 small step, which is good for us too. Oh, and we're going to get Headline peaked. Nuclear subs. It's a strong hand. Well, we've now got some form of access in puppet governments to the other bit of South America, so Junta's a bad card. Otherwise, we're looking okay. And we hope to get ahead in Africa. In fact, a Grain Sales coup on Algeria and puppet governments into Nigeria means we might be able to score Africa control, which would be nice. I don't think the game is that assured. We've got a path to victory then, that's always nice. What's a likely headline from their side? Willy Brandt. Okay, but we can use Grain Sales to break. Okay, so let's play into West Germany, Cameroon, and Colombia, giving him an AR1 coup choice, but I can take Nigeria if he coups Colombia. And if he coups Colombia, I can always score Africa. And that keeps Europe at domination as well. So let's do that. Yes. Yep, that's fine. We've got salt in case we want to go that way. He is hand shortened, let's not forget, but CIA is gone. Goes for the coup. Interesting choice. So we use flower power to take Panama and Venezuela, because we know we've got no war cards. If he now coups Cameroon, we've got puppet governments. Yep, that's fine. Yeah, just keeping our noses clean here. Bags arms race. Africa scoring is worth 4 at the moment. I think we'll just take Africa before any shenanigans happen. If it encourages him to coup Cameroon, we've still got puppet governments. South America drops for 1, which is fine. That now gives us a chance to coup Haiti. No, Nicaragua, we want to deny a trip into Costa Rica, and that gets domination in Central America. And gets our mill-ops. Southeast Asia and Middle East coming out. Oh, okay, that's good for us. 2VP, good timing. And if Europe is in his hand because he played Willy, he's in a really bad way. How do we get maximum leverage? I think we do it now. Puppet governments. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, Lebanon's. Well, Sadat's still to come, isn't he? Let's move on Gulf states because that is an opportunity. Yeah. A weird one, but we might be able to deny domination in the Middle East, and Sadat's still to come. We do want to space We Will Bury You and try and hit 3VP there. Sweet. And overprotect. Desperate times. We should probably put 1 in Lebanon first, right? That's fine. Middle East scoring would have dropped by now. Yeah, man, this is tough for him. Really tough. No, we'll go Peru. Maybe we go Uruguay, just to prevent too many shenanigans. So we sadly can't snag a VP right now. If Middle East... Oh, so we want to... Yeah, so Gulf States to make sure Middle East doesn't drop. That's fine. We'll hold salt in case we can snag a VP card. Yeah. Camp David in the headline, unless they have Southeast Asia scoring. We got OPEC. Cultural Revolution doesn't get them a point. So yeah, Southeast Asia scoring is their only hope. Oh, Indo-Pakistani War. Triggers after Camp David. Scoring cards trigger after Camp David as well. So actually I think this is it in the bag. Well, the dirty turn 1 purge probably did it for us there. Summit triggers after. Missile Envy triggers after. U2 Incident triggers first. So actually U2 Incident keeps them in the game. But it's a not particularly plausible headline. But that's the one they need to find. What was removed? Oh yes, yeah. U2 Incident. Great find. Well looked up. So we go Middle East scoring to drop it before any shenanigans. Because that's not going to get any better. Great work. Found the play. Can't say fairer than that. So we'll have 2 cracks at space. If we can get there, we win. We've got Camp David. What can we salt that gets us buku points? Not a lot right now. Takes the coup though. That's perfectly fine. think we'll just space OPEC. And now we'll space socialist governments. So they've got to drop Southeast Asia to stay in the hunt. There are 14 cards in the draw pile and we have a 5 in 14 chance. Oh, VP? No, poor Roscosmos. We'll go for gold. No, the game continues. We can now, of course, discard a held card. We will get Millops. And we'll get some realigns on Cuba. Going next to Cuba with Cuba. Sass. Is there a 3 VP card in the pile? There is not, but we can sort VOA. We will start with our man in Tehran. Come on, Southeast Asia scoring. Alas. We will ditch Brush War because we don't want variance and we're currently under flower power, and we'll ditch Missile MP. We'll keep you an intervention because there's Lone Gunman, Muslim Rev, etc. But we'll ditch the rest. So we drop Cult Rev, oh, Dewey, Brush, Indo-Pakistan and Missile MB. So that sadly increases the chances of Southeast Asia scoring next turn, but we may get Del Arsenal in the reshuffle. Stranger things have happened. Jammin', to which we can respond. Although we now need to start thinking of country count over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think maybe now we don't want assault. And we want to event Yasuri to play down Southeast Asia scoring. Right, if we finish by flipping Laos and breaking Burma and Malaysia, we go a long way to not only blunting Southeast Asia scoring, but forcing them to do some repair work, lest we dominate in Asia. Okay, so we use Camp David to repair rather than the VP. We may see Muslim oh no, it's Junta. I was thinking we might see Muslim Revolution. Okay, so here we use Portuguese Empire crumbles rather than discard it to repair Panama. And we don't discard a hold card. And we use Yasuri in the headline phase if we see them drop Southeast Asia scoring. Which we didn't get, but we got Muslim Rev, which is fantastic for us. And we also have Hunter, which is nice too. Let's just check. Oh, there's been a reshuffle, of course. 25 removed is fine. I just need to do Hunter, Libthi, US, Japan, Cuban Missile Crisis, Summit. Summit went, missed that. VOA and How I Learned. Fine. So we got Muslim Rev, they got Lone Gunman, which is great for us. They got John Paul, which is almost entirely unplayable at this point. Duck and Cover and Alliance for Progress. Ouch. But they got you an intervention, as well as Southeast Asia scoring. And we got South African Rest, which is great. So yeah, getting Muslim Revolution's good. We had the discards, and I also got Hunter and D-Style and EU in the reshuffle. Southeast Asia's 6. It's not good. If we break Lao and these two, they've got 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. So it's a 4 VP swing using Isuri. That's probably better than using Hunter. Because we can follow it up with Colonial Rear Guards, I guess. They've got to be worried about hand shortening as well, I guess, with Duck and Cover in hand. There could be a left field thing. Lone Gunman. See what we do. They do go Lone Gunman. They want complete information. So because of that, we will definitely go Hunter. Deny them a coup. But not a lot else. So they can repair Argentina and drop Southeast Asia for 6. But we'll have the opportunity to make some repairs elsewhere in the meantime. And really at this point, knowing we're not going to get Lone Gunman and we're not in Cuba, it's not a procession to victory, but USSR has got a lot of water to move uphill. So coup Cameroon flip Zaire, knowing that you then won't be realigned. Of course, you're one-off coupping Cameroon, so you have to hope for the best. Just repair. UNI duck and cover. UNI Alliance for Progress, of course, because you have to watch out for... tap on Europe. So here, it might be a guise to make Southeast Asia drop easier. But I might buy it. Because remember, we don't have to rush. I expect to see Southeast Asia scoring drop now. The alternative was we space Muslim Rev, but we're not in a hurry. I know we want to go the other way around because we get 2 space attempts. Alas. So worst case scenario is he's picked up Missile Envy. But now he's UNI'd, he has to space duck and cover. Oh, nice! Called it. Very nice. Very, very nice. Oop. Not there, not there. Here. Like I said though, this is... There's no rush. Just be cautious. Being dominated in one region is alright. Well ahead of the game. Not there. We'll event Sadat AR7. I know it presents a coup target, but it levels up the Middle East for scoring. 2 VP. Always take that. Malaysia or Burma? Burma makes Indo-Pakistani war less likely, but makes a brush war on Thailand less likely. I guess 1 in 3 versus 1 in 6. Yeah, I think we take Burma. Do we? Or maybe we just jam North Korea. Yeah, I think we just jam North Korea. Of course, we know he's got a space duck and cover, so we're getting close to sneaking some mill-ops as well. He's not going to have enough time to do everything. And he's got to event John Paul. Whew, that's nasty. Warsaw Pact's not been, of course, so I can't jam Poland without risking Warsaw Pact. But then it's not about risking this, you know, I don't need to do a lot here. The onus is definitely on them. So I think I coup Sudan. Yeah. Where'd the other one go? Poland, yeah, that makes sense. Coup Sudan to get Milops. Event Sadat AR7 to prevent Middle East. Scoring dropping in the headline. Oh, Roscosmos. So many dead cosmonauts. And we discard South Africa unrest. Ooh, this is primo. Tear down this wall, drops DEFCON. Solidarity is playable. South America scoring currently is 0, and there's no way of... Oh, no, there's grain sales, of course. Oh, boy. Holy moly. Can't argue with that. I mean... Poor USSR. If you're going to be dealing hands like this to the USA, there's not a lot they can do. And VOA, gross. It's, yeah, I just realised that's entirely US cards apart from the scorer. So we just defect Quagmire or something really nasty. Quagmire or Aldrich Ames, we defect. And then we can more or less play the hand through. So what do we think? I guess we can grain sale VOA. We're thinking he's got Central America scoring, right? And he's going to try and swing domination. I think we still go grain sales and shorten his hand, right? Yeah. We'll score that. Oh, it's game. We'll score and keep talking. Get this out of the way. Oh, whoops. Well, there we go. Nice little bit of post-match chat. This is a friendly match. It's a friendly board game. I haven't met someone who's overly salty playing this, which is nice, apart from sometimes when I'm commentating, eh? Yeah. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, so thank you to Luis and the ITSL Hunter for organising. We'll move on. Looks like Silver Playoffs is where I belong, even if Best of One is notoriously swingy. Hope you enjoyed it. hope we get some learning points taken from it. I always welcome the feedback. And I'll see you around, I guess. Oof. Yep, well, there you go. Fun discussions. Right, that's probably all we're going to type for now. I'll stop recording so you don't have to watch me type and sit in silence. But thank you for coming by. And yeah, comments welcome in the chat, and I will let you know when the next game is. Usually one every couple of weeks now. Got the UK League as well. It's probably not going to be as much as once a week. So, thanks a lot. All right, until next time. Goodbye.